Traveling to Vietnam was on our list for the longest time, and it was our first international trip with our baby. Our flight was delayed by an hour, and after 4.5 hours of flight from Bangalore to Hanoi, we finally landed in Vietnam. Quickly finished the immigration process and took a grab and went straight to our hotel. It was 8 a.m. and the check in time was 1 p.m., so we dropped our bags in the hotel and decided to head out. Checked into a cafe and grabbed some coffee and banh mi. Went to Lacoste, which was right there, and shopped a little. Then we came back to our hotel and got our room 3 hours before the check in time. I think perks of traveling with a baby, right? So, this was our room, which was pretty decent. We went to sleep immediately to start our day in the second half. Stay tuned for the next video. Quick mirror check on day 1 in Hanoi. Grabbed a cab and headed straight to Huan Kim Lake. And honestly, it felt so calm. We just walked around, taking it all in. Hanoi has this vibe you just can't really explain. Along the way, we found some cute little shops. The kind you would want to stop and just explore. Just look at that. We stopped at Old Viet restaurant to begin our Vietnam food experience. Came across this beautiful shop of wall arts, and this man was making a beautiful painting. Later, we headed to the weekend night market. It only happens on Saturdays and Sundays in the evening. Honestly, we were still tired from the travel. Nothing really caught our eye at the moment. This market was spread across more than a kilometer, I guess. Next street was this food market. We grabbed a creamy butter chicken bowl from Spud Gang and of course some banh mi. And just like that, we called it a night. Stay tuned cause this is only the start. Day 2 in Hanoi, Vietnam. Took a grab and reached Dong Xuan Market. But we wanted to eat something first, so we went to this place called Banh Mi Pho opposite to Dong Xuan Market and ordered banh mi and Vietnamese iced coffee. Amazing combo, you have to try these. Then we headed to the Dong Xuan Market, and this place has lots of shops. You'll literally get lost here. So, pro tip, make a list of the things you need from here and then go and shop. There were amazing toy shops here. We bought quite a lot of toys for our toddler baby. There were many shops for shoes and bags and clothes and a lot more. So, if at all you need bags from here, I would recommend you go to this place, yeah, where this lady is sitting right there. You can note down the shop number, by the way. Our baby was really tired by then, so we decided to head back to the hotel. But after reaching the hotel, he woke up. So then we took a little rest and headed back to the Huan Kim Lake. Took a walk around and went to this Miniso store. It was a cute store. We bought some stuffs. Then we went and had early dinner. The food was amazing. Then we had the famous egg coffee and coconut coffee in a cute cafe and headed back to the hotel. Stay tuned to watch our next day in Ninh Binh. Day 3 in Vietnam. Our guide picked us up at 7:30 a.m. in a comfy limousine bus. About an hour later, we stopped for breakfast and our favorite Vietnamese iced coffee, of course. Back on the bus, we headed straight to the cycling point where some people went cycling while the rest of us stayed on the bus and went to the King's Temple nearby. The queue was long but totally worth it. The architecture, the history, and this beautiful painting that tells the story of their kingdom. Our guide shared interesting stories about the kingdom and the Vietnamese culture. Just look at this beautiful painting on the wall. Everything is depicted so nicely. After this, we headed straight to Ninh Binh, wore our life jackets, and got on the boat. And wow, just look at the view. Limestone mountains, rice fields, it literally felt like a movie scene. The boat ride lasted about 1.5 hours, passing through 3 small cave tunnels. Rowing for 90 minutes is no joke, so we tipped our boat lady. We then headed to Hang Mo, a 500 step steep and uneven climb, but the view absolutely worth it. They also call it the Great Wall of Vietnam. At the top there's a pagoda and a dragon statue. Getting down was also not easy. We grabbed a coffee, got back on the bus and met so many wonderful people from around the world today. Stay tuned to watch our day 4 in Vietnam. Vietnam holiday day 4. It was a leisure day for us, so we took a rickshaw ride to the chocolate market. We roamed around a bit and then we decided to go to this shop. The shopkeeper was really polite and she was helping us choose the finest chocolates. We walked around further and went to this coffee shop. Their coffee collection was huge. We bought quite a lot. So coffee lovers, go to this shop. Then we decided to walk a little more, exploring the shops, and then we decided to purchase a few things. Some of the outlets are really good. Dongshan Market was nearby, so we decided to go there again. Then we went to La Nong restaurant for lunch. The food was really good, by the way. You should definitely go there. We were walking around and finally found the King Roti outlet, which is famous for their chocolate bun. We tried it too. Then we headed to the Huan Kim Lake and spent some time there sitting by the lake and decided to have our dinner and then leave for the hotel. So we went to this old Viet restaurant and had their delicious chicken pho and chicken buncha. Coming up next, Halong Bay Cruise. Day 5 in Vietnam, where we checked into the Amanda Cruise in Halong Bay. Our guide picked us up at 7 a.m. Midway, we stopped at the bamboo silk factory, which was very expensive. We reached the Halong Bay harbor at 11 a.m. At around 12 p.m., the check-in started. We boarded the cruise, and in no time, we were sailing. After a quick welcome and a short introduction, we checked into our room. We booked the best room on this cruise with a jacuzzi, and the view from the balcony was superb. We then had a good lunch. We got about 20 minutes to relax after that. Then we got ready to head out for the excursions. Our cruise manager cum guide kept us all entertained and engaged at all times. We were on a ferry to head to our first activity spot, which was the T-Top Island. This place was crowded for real. We took a hike to the top. The stairs were pretty uneven and steep. It was extremely tiring, but this view was totally worth it. Getting down was equally tough. We had some time, so we played at the beach with our baby. Next stop was the bamboo boat and kayaking point. We took the bamboo boat as we were with our toddler, with the other passengers, of course. Beautiful cave tunnels, limestone mountains, and water all around. It was just fantastic. We then headed back to our cruise. We did not attend the sunset party at the deck because the schedule was a little rushed. We rested for some time and got ready for the chef's special dinner at 7 p.m. The food was really good, followed by a fun karaoke night, their traditional bamboo dance, and a little bit of grooving. Back to our room, we had a really good sleep. We woke up at 6 a.m. to head to the surprise cave right there at the top. Yes, we had to take a hike again. This was the Sungsot Cave. Hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. You get to see this bay view from the top. We headed inside the cave with our guide. Through these narrow pathways, we finally entered the inside of this cave, which was extremely huge. This cave has 3 massive chambers. It is actually nature's art. You must visit this place. Our guide shared interesting facts and stories about this cave. We then headed further. Visiting this cave was a must-do activity in our Vietnam itinerary. You too should not miss it. It was about 52 minutes and 1.1 kilometer walk of this cave. We came back to the top and had much deserved refreshments. We then headed back to our cruise. Yes, the schedule was hectic, but the activities were definitely worth it. You should do those. And yeah, they had early breakfast, but we didn't want it to eat at that time. We had our brunch at 10 and checked out from this cruise to check in to Amanda Luxury Cruise. Stay tuned. Day 7 in Halong Bay, Vietnam. As you saw in the video, our day 1 in Halong was with Amanda Halong Cruise, and today we were checking into Amanda Luxury Cruise. Amanda Halong Cruise guys upgraded our second day stay by giving us a choice to transfer to Amanda Luxury Cruise. We of course said yes to the upgrade, so we took the ferry to go to Amanda Luxury Cruise, which was parked in Lan Ha Bay. It was a half-an-hour ride and we finally boarded the luxury cruise. There was a short welcome and introduction followed by a delicious lunch. The food was good, and like the other cruise, they had the kids menu as well. One of their staff was very friendly and our baby loved playing with her. Then we finally checked into our presidential suite. It was massive. If you plan to stay with Amanda Luxury Cruise, I do recommend staying in this particular suite. The view you get from this suite is actually stunning. Now just see the balcony and the view from there. It was extremely beautiful. We literally sat over there entire day. Guys, just look at the room now with all the shades open. Damn spacious. Watch the later part of this day in the next mini vlog. Part 2 of Day 7 in Halong Bay, Vietnam. So Amanda luxury cruise had fewer activities compared to the other cruise. The first activity was kayaking and swimming. We didn't opt for any activities because we just wanted to rest. A lady came near our balcony selling some eatables on a boat. Our baby was also enjoying this room as it was pretty open and spacious. Then we went on the deck to enjoy the view over there. Later we headed towards the spa section. Our previous day was extremely tiring, so it was much needed. Later we came back and sat near the balcony and enjoyed the sunset over there. Then we got ready and headed to the deck to enjoy the evening, but honestly it was not as happening as the previous cruise. We spent some time there playing with the baby, then we headed for the dinner. The food was good. It was followed by entertaining performances and a traditional fashion show. They had a karaoke night organized, but we went to the room instead and had an extremely good sleep. Next morning we got up a little late intentionally and skipped the small cave visit and the breakfast. We got ready and went to the deck to spend some time. Later we went and had brunch and we were ready to check out. I'll soon share another video comparing both the cruise so you can choose accordingly. Then we headed to Hanoi. Midway our guide stopped the bus for us to take refreshments and do some shopping. We purchased beautiful bamboo silk scarves from there. We spent rest of the day at leisure and stayed in the same hotel in Hanoi. Stay tuned to watch the next day. Day 8 and 9 in Vietnam, back to Hanoi. After returning from the Halong Bay trip, we spent day 8 at leisure. On day 9, we just walked around, had some breakfast, went to the famous Note Cafe, had their coffee, explored and shopped a little more. As it was a Sunday evening, we decided to go to the night market. Then we went to the food street and we just ate and ate and ate. The food was delicious. This was our last night from our 2026 trip in Vietnam, and we are definitely coming back here again to explore more of Vietnam. While returning to the hotel, we went to a shop called Little Cube and Tide City and shopped a little from there. Stay tuned for the next video. Day 10, last day of our Vietnam 2026 trip. Before checking out, we wanted to eat some breakfast, so we passed through this book market near Hanoi Towers. But it was extremely hot, so we went to the hotel instead and checked out and went straight to the airport. Did immigration and check-in and ate there itself. We had to wait for 5 long hours. Good thing is you can get a baby stroller at the airport and roam around. Bought this cute little soldier from here for our baby. Had some Vietnamese iced coffee again. I've created a playlist, Vietnam 2026 travel series, where you can find all the videos from this Vietnam trip. Do check it out and support us by subscribing to our channel. So we finally boarded our evening flight to Bangalore. Our baby got cute little gifts from the airlines. The food on the flight was good too. We observed crazy, never seen before lightning from our flight window. It was scary. Just look at that. After a couple more hours, we reached Bangalore. And that sums up our Vietnam trip. Stay tuned for more such content.